And welcome everybody to Russell County High School for this showdown between the Russell County Warriors and the Headland Rams. My name is Matt Melton, your play-by-play guy, joined by color guy producer Ricky Rogers. Ricky, how you doing today?
I'm great, Matt. Dealing with a little pollen inflicted wounds, but I think I'll be all right. We'll get this game underway. I cannot wait to see Russell County. They were off to a slow start. They've come in hot, dropped their last game to Stratford at the end of the Glenwood Border Wars tournament. So let's see if they can regroup and get a big win here against the Headland Rams.
Yeah, absolutely perfect day for baseball here at Russell County. As mentioned, Russell County red hot coming into today's action, winners of 4 of their last 5. Some big wins during that stretch as well. Should be a good one here. We're going to take a quick break, though, before we get back to the action. Introduce the starting lineups when we come back as well. You're watching Russell County versus Headland on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
It's Little League night. Little Leaguers going to take the field with the Warriors.
Great crowd here tonight.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
A strong workout needs a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities only at PF, like the Red Light Sauna and Polar Dry Plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, rebound, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today and get your first month free for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, no commitment. Deal ends March 13th.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back here, folks, to Russell County. Georgia Alabama Sports Live presenting this game between the Warriors and the visiting Headland Rams, making the trip north here on a Tuesday evening out here in Seale. Just real quickly, the starting lineups for Headland. Batting first, the center fielder, number 10, Evan Money. Batting second, shortstop, number 7, Nicholas Boatwright. Batting third, first baseman, Wyatt Shelley. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Jaden Williams. Batting fifth and catching, number 9, Ryan Rowland. Batting sixth at second base, Colton Davis. Batting seventh in right field, William Mitchell. Batting eighth in left field, Greer Collins. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 15, Caleb Pruitt. The Rams lineup will be facing Russell County starting pitcher, right-hander, number 4, Connor Cox. Cox making his 4th appearance on the mound so far this season for the Warriors. Picked up the win in that 9-5 road win at Auburn just last week. Went 5.1 innings, give up 8 hits, 5 earned runs, struck out 4 with 3 walks. He's also pitched this season against Calvary and Glenwood. Ricky, just some of your thoughts real quick before we get things going here between the Warriors and the Rams.
Oh, man, I'm excited to see Connor Cox today pitch. This will be the first time I've seen him pitch this season. He's a leader. Coach Danielson will let you know really quick that he's one of the leaders of this team. He's at or amongst the top 3 in batting average, ERA, runs, hits, RBI, slugging percentage, and doubles. He's first on the team in doubles with 7 doubles. So Russell County they found a spark, and let's see that on full display tonight for the Warriors. I'm excited. I know Coach Danielson has gotten some confidence back with this team after their big win versus Calvary in Game 1. Dropping, 5 straight will do a lot of teams in, but this team, they had a come to Jesus meeting, and I think they're playing the right way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. As we mentioned previously, Russell County won 4 of their last 5 games. Went 2-1 in the Border Wars tournament. Wins over Heritage and Tatnall. A loss to Stratford. We'll give you the Warriors' defensive alignment behind Cox on the mound. Starting in the outfield from left to right. Van Richards in left. DJ Williams in center and Cam Brewer in right. Around the diamond at third base, Grant Johnson. Shortstop, E.J. Richards. Second base, Harley Schaffner. First base, Carson Carswell. Carter Cannon will do the catching behind the plate. And as mentioned before, Connor Cox on the mound for the Warriors as Evan Money steps up to the plate for Headland. First pitch from Cox is lined out to second. Schaffner fields, throws 1 pitch, 1 out for the Warriors.
Coming into that at-bat, Money was batting .400, good for second on the team for the Rams. And, Cox able to get him to lay down pretty quickly.
Nicholas Boatwright, the Headland shortstop, steps to the plate now for the Rams. First pitch from Cox fouled and out of play for strike 1. Headland coming to Seale tonight with a record of 3-5 on the year, led by head coach West Whitfield. Whitfield in his first season in charge of the Rams program after 6 seasons at Slocum. The 0-1 from Cox is fouled over toward the Headland dugout, quickly ahead in the count 0-2.
Headland has a pretty rich tradition as well. They've got a state championship in 1986, 5 straight area championships so far, starting back in 2021, going all the way through last season. Obviously, new coach at the helm this year. You expect there to be a little drop-off, but I think it's still a little too early to write them off.
Rams out of Class 5A. So we have a 6A versus 5A matchup here tonight. A 1-2 from Cox. Fastball borderline called strike 3, but instead it is ball 2. We will do it again. So a 2-2 upcoming here from the right-hander. The ball cracked out to third, but what a catch by Grant Johnson for out number 2.
Yeah, huge catch. Highlight reel kind of stuff. Obviously, we'll be giving our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player the game later, and we'll have to remember that play when it comes time, Matt.
Absolutely. Johnson normally wears number 99 for the Warriors, but instead wearing number 12 tonight for Russell County. As Wyatt Shelley steps to the base steps up to the plate for Headland. First pitch from Cox just a bit inside.
Shelley batting .269 on the year with a .310 OBP and a .308 .615 slugging percentage. So consistent guy.
That ball popped into center. Williams fighting the sun. He appears to be under it, and he does make the catch. A 1-2-3 top of the first for Connor Cox and the Warriors. Russell County will come up to bat here in the bottom of the inning. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Georgia Alabama Sports Live presents the showdown between the Warriors and the Rams. Just once again, a big quick thank you to Carol Purdue at State Farm for sponsoring this first inning of action here at Russell County. So we'll give you the Warriors lineup ahead of their first plate appearances of the game. Batting first, Van Richards. Batting second, E.J. Richards. Third, the starting pitcher, Connor Cox. Batting cleanup in right field, Cam Brewer. Batting fifth, first baseman Carson Carswell. In the sixth hole, third baseman Grant Johnson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter Victor Hernandez. Batting eighth and catching Carter Cannon. And batting ninth at second base, Harley Schaffner. DJ Williams also in center field. Hernandez is designated hitting for Williams. On the mound today for the Headland Rams will be right-hander Casey Knowles. Knowles wearing number 2 for the Rams this season.
Knowles, during his warm-up pitches here, spiked a few. Like we were discussing earlier, he's a straight-over-the-top guy and may need to try some different arm slots. Looks like he got that one in.
Yeah, those over-the-top guys are kind of difficult to pick up sometimes for hitters offensively. Knowles appears to have a pretty decent 12-6 curveball right over the top. Also a good fastball and changeup. It looked from his warm-up pitches, so definitely present a challenge for these Russell County hitters today. As set to lead off for Russell County will be the left fielder, number 13, Van Richards.
Van has 2 home runs on the season so far. I got to see one of them during the Border Wars tournament. He put it right out over that swoosh logo in right center field, and it was a no-doubter. But, you know, he wasn't going to be outdone. His brother comes through, older brother comes through and put one off the scoreboard a few innings later.
First pitch from Knowles taken for a strike by Richards. Richards, those 2 home runs do leave the Warriors. So that second pitch fouled away at the plate. Knowles quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Richards also tied for the team lead for Russell County, 5 RBI on the season. It's the 0-2 here from Knowles. Tried a fastball high, but Richards did not offer.
And if you're Coach Danny Danielson, you're excited. Van Richards is a freshman, putting the production up like he's done so far.
That ball, too, spiked in front of the plate by Knowles. Richards has been a focal point in the leadoff spot for Russell County for most of the season. Comes in today with a .294 batting average. Starting to heat up of late, in particular the power numbers. 2-2 from Knowles. The ball drops right in front of the plate and it's a full count now. E.J. Richards, the shortstop for Russell County, on deck. The payoff pitch up coming from the right-hander. That will be taken ball 4 and is a leadoff walk for Richards. So E.J. Richards will step to the plate now for Russell County. Richards playing shortstop today with Connor Cox on the mound for the Warriors.
One thing about this team is Coach Danielson is proud of the fact that he's got so many plug-and-play guys that he trusts that he can put at any position, infield or outfield, and trust that they will get the job done.
Knowles gets set. Deliver the first pitch to Richards. Ball is taken, strike 1 right down the middle. Van Richards over at first base, yet to steal a bag this season, but the Warriors are a team with multiple players who can make an impact on the base paths. 0-1 upcoming from the right-hander. Ball taken again, strike 2. And just like the first at bat, Knowles quickly ahead. Connor Cox on deck for Russell County. Richards takes the lead at first. The 0-2 from Knowles. Tried a breaking ball outside, just a bit high. Ball 1.
It didn't break, did it, Matt?
It did not break. could tell out of his hand with him being over the top. And a breaking ball is coming, but that one not quite where Knowles wanted it to be.
Headland out in the field in their classic grays. Good-looking uniform.
That ball spiked in front of the plate, and Richards will head to second. Richards thinks about third, and he is going for third. Catcher fields the ball, throw down, not in time. And Van Richards, nice base running there. Going first to third on a pass ball. And just like that, the Warriors runner in scoring position. So a big pitch up coming here from Knowles. 2-2 delivery. Grounded to first, and it will get foul.
If you're E.J. Richards, you're glad you're going to see another pitch. Obviously not the swing you wanted to put on it, especially with the runner 90 feet away.
And Ricky, as we mentioned in the pregame here tonight, Knowles during his warm-up pitches did spike some both in the bullpen and warming up here on the field. That one certainly came back to bite him. Infield in for Headland. 2-2 delivery from Knowles. Grounded and a base hit, and Richards will score with ease. So an RBI single here from E.J. Richards gives Russell County an early 1-0 lead.
Great work at the plate by E.J. Richards. He was patient. He got into the batter's box and was behind in the count almost automatically. 0-2 count. He battled back, got the little rinky-dink foul the pitch before, but he found something to drive and gets to put an RBI by his name.
Connor Cox steps up to the plate for Russell County as Knowles gets set to make his first delivery. Check back in on Richards at first, who slides in safely. Cox, a .367 batting average on the season for the Warriors. That is the highest among Russell County's regulars in the lineup. First delivery, breaking ball high, ball one.
Knowles comes into the game today, 17 strikeouts on the season, a .840 ERA, so he's had some success.
Ball delivered just low, 2-0. E.J. Richards down there at first. Richards a threat to steal bases, 2 already on the year for the Warrior shortstop. So he will take a lead at first base. 2-0 from Knowles. Ball inside, 3-0. And Cox way ahead in the driver's seat.
Matt, put on your coaching hat here. You going to give him the green light here? 3-0 count?
If there's anybody in Russell County's lineup, I would say Connor Cox is probably the guy. But 3-0 here, Knowles kind of all over the place as that ball is high. And the Warriors draw the walk. Second walk of the inning for Knowles. And that will bring up Cam Brewer. As we will have a pitching meeting at the mound, with Knowles surrendering 2 walks and the single here in the bottom of the first inning.
I wonder if he went out to the mound to tell Knowles about the Warrior fries that they sell in the concession stand.
They are good. They are good here at Russell County.
It's like, hey, Knowles, look, man, they've got some great Warrior fries in the concession stand. If you can get out of this inning, we'll make sure you sit long enough to be able to enjoy a basket.
I certainly hope they bring us some while they're at it, too. So Cam Brewer set to step up here to the plate for Russell County. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first and second. There's Richards out there at second. Cox at first. Brewer also one of the players whose bat has started to come alive as of late for the Warriors after a slow start to the year. It's the first pitch from Knowles on the way. Just outside, ball one. Knowles so far has done a good job of getting ahead of these Russell County hitters, but has not been able to put them away. Takes a long look at Richards out at second. A 1-0 delivery. Ball high again, 2-0. Brewer also sitting at 2 doubles on the year for Russell County. It's a 2-0 delivery from the right-hander, taken right down the middle, strike 1.
Some other scores from around the area. Brookstone and Heritage are already finished their game. Brookstone takes the 3-1 win over the Johnny Estrada-managed Heritage Hawks.
2-1 delivery, taken outside corner, strike 2. And just like that, Knowles gets the count back to even. Ricky, you mentioned Knowles was at 17 strikeouts already on the year for Headland. This will be a great time for his first of the day if he can keep Brewer here. 2-2 delivery. Brewer, the grounded base hit into right field. Richards rounds third, gets the wave home. Throw will be cut off. And is an RBI single from Cam Brewer, and it's just like that. It is 2-0 Russell County.
Man, what another great piece of hitting there. Brewer was patient.
In the box, number 9, Carson Carswell.
So Russell County now runners at the corner, still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And it's Carson Carswell, the first baseman, stepping up to bat for the Warriors. Carswell tied for the team lead with Cox previously, as well as Van Richards at 5 RBIs on the year.
Still no outs for the Warriors.
First pitch from Knowles. That ball cracked back to center. Cox will score standing up, and it's an RBI single for Carswell.
How awesome is that if you're Connor Cox to be able to cross the plate as run number 3 for your team when you're on the bump? It's got to give you some confidence going back into the dugout to get ready for, to take the mound again at the end of this inning. And you've got a 3-run lead in your pocket.
And still nobody out, Ricky. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Grant Johnson stepping to the plate now for Russell County. Knowles takes a look out at second at Brewer. Johnson squares to bunt. However, he pulls back, ball 1. Johnson, as we mentioned, normally wearing number 99 for the Warriors, wearing number 12 here tonight. Warrior third baseman hitting .250 on the year.
If you're Casey Knowles right here, you've got to get back to what you do best. If the breaking ball is your best pitch, throw a bunch of breaking balls. Put it out there, let them hit it, see if your defense can get some outs for you to get you out of a jam that you have put yourself into.
Johnson takes their strike 1, bringing the count to 1-1. So far here in the bottom of the first, been 2 walks and 3 RBI singles for the Warriors offense. Johnson gets the bunt down. Knowles fields throw to first, and it will get the job done. So a productive first out there for Russell County. And it will set the stage. 2 now in scoring position for the Warrior DH, Victor Hernandez.
Stepping in the box, number 42, Victor Hernandez.
Hernandez, 4 RBIs on the year. He's got a big gap out there in right center, should he choose to do so. First pitch from Knowles. Taken strike 1 on the outside corner. Headland infield is playing in. Outfielders also appear to be playing a bit in aside from right field. Second pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Already 3-0 here, Russell County in the bottom of the first. Still only 1 out in the inning. Brewer down at third, Carswell at second. The 0-2 taken inside, ball 1.
I don't know what Headland's schedule was coming in or what it will be coming out of this game, but you've got to think they're going to get an arm warming up at some point. Knowles just struggling mightily out there right now.
That ball taken low, ball 2. Yeah, this is a Headland team who has been tested already on the year. A playoff team each of the last 3 seasons in Class 5A. Made the first round a year ago, second round back in 2024, and then reached the 5A quarterfinals in 2023. I believe 2 of those years they met Holtville in the playoffs in AHSA Class 5A.
Holtville is another team we saw in the Glenwood Border Wars tournament that happened this past weekend.
2-2. Hernandez grounded back to Knowles. Fields throws to first, and they get a second out.
Russell County did them a huge favor right there. Just staying put.
Now batting number 30, Carter. Cannon.
Yeah, Carswell out at second was about halfway to the third base bag when Knowles fielded that ball. Could have very easily been a rundown. As Carter Cannon will step up to the plate, the Warrior 8-hole hitter. It's 2 down now here in the inning for Knowles. First pitch to Cannon, taken outside corner, strike 1. We mentioned Headland previously. The Rams coming in today, having lost their last 2 games. Is that ball taken low, ball 1.
Matt, is there any better last name for a catcher than Cannon?
Don't believe so, Ricky.
I mean, unless you maybe find somebody with last name Brick Wall, maybe, but I'll take Cannon if I'm a catcher.
I would definitely take Cannon. Pitch delivered high, ball 1. Now, Ricky, we talk about Russell County and their recent run also included a win over Auburn. Headland also faced the Tigers in Auburn earlier this season. That a 6-2 loss for the Rams. So they are familiar with this area and coming up playing road games. They've also played Opelika here recently, a 6-5 loss.
We could have another game for comparison had Opelika and Russell County's game not been canceled due to weather.
2-1 upcoming here to Cannon. Outside, it was 3-1, and that will be a 2-out walk.
Bases are loaded.
So the third walk of the inning for Knowles.
Now batting number 16, Harley Schaffner.
As we will have a pitch runner for Russell County. I believe it's number 28, Jacob Davis.
Speed up runner number 28, Jake Davis.
And the 9-hole hitter, Harley Schaffner, due up for Russell County. Bases loaded full of Warriors, 2 outs in the inning. Russell County already up 3-0. Pickoff attempt at second, and it gets by, and it will slow roll into center, and Brewer will score standing up. Make it 4-0 Russell County. Nobody warming up in the Headland bullpen, so it appears it is all Knowles right now.
Schaffner, third on the Warriors team, batting average, batting a solid .333. This is a spot where he's going to want to come through, obviously, for his team.
So that one chopped foul down the first base line, strike 1. Yeah, Schaffner has given Russell County some excellent production out of the 9-hole this season. Normally in center field for the Warriors, but playing second base here tonight. It's the 0-1 upcoming from Knowles. Ball high, 1-1.
You know, coaches with pitchers, they're walking a fine line all the time. You don't want to pull them too early and damage their confidence, but you also don't want to leave them out there on an island by themselves, while a bunch of runs come across the plate. Headland seems to be content with Knowles. They've obviously seen him in practice. They've seen him in other games. They know what to expect and what they're going to get from him.
Schaffner fights off the 1-2 grounds to first, and Headland will get out of the inning, but Russell County sends all 9 batters to the plate, strikes for 4 in the bottom of the first. We'll take a break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
A strong workout needs a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities only at PF, like the Red Light Sauna and Polar Dry Plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, rebound, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today and get your first month free for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, no commitment. Deal ends March 13th.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value.
Welcome back here to Russell County. Warriors with a 4-0 lead here as we get going for the top of the second inning. Due up for the Rams will be the 4-hole hitter Jaden Williams, Ryan Rowland to the 5-hole, and Colton Davis batting 6th. Missed it just a minute ago. Russell County sending all 9 batters to the plate in the bottom of the first, striking for 4 runs. RBI singles by each of E.J. Richards, Cam Brewer, and Carson Carswell.
Leading up ahead, number 6, Jaden Williams.
Jaden Williams stepping to the plate now for the Rams. Williams playing third base tonight for Headland. Connor Cox out here for his second inning of work. 1-2-3, top of the first. The first pitch inside nearly hits Williams for ball 1. One-0 delivery here from the right-hander. That ball cracked down the left field line, and it will get foul and pop out of play. So a loud foul ball there from Williams. Cox coming into the game today, a 3.39 ERA on the year. 2-0 record on the mound. Struck out 15 batters to 5 walks over 10.1 innings of action. The 1-1 breaking ball, outside ball 2. Opponents also batting for a .238 average against Cox this season. It is one of the best on this Warrior pitching staff. Nice breaking ball inside, strike 2. Outside corner taking ball 3. Count is full now to Williams. Ryan Rowland, the Headland catcher, on deck. So the payoff pitch from Cox. Popped out to second base. Schaffner is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 1.
Cox is able to just pitch to contact, let these guys hit it. His defense is going to make the plays, and he'll end up with a beautiful stat line on the night.
Ryan Rowland now at the plate for Headland. We mentioned Cox picked up the win recently in that win over Auburn. We see the first pitch here from the right-hander, grounded out. Johnson comes in from third. Nice spin move and throw. A really nice defensive play there from Grant Johnson, his second of the game already. And very quickly, 2 outs for the Warriors.
5-3 put out there. Like you said, some added style points for the spin move.
Colton Davis now coming to the plate for Headland. Nice pitch inside there, strike one. We mentioned Cox with a 2-0 record on the mound this season. Those 2 wins are the most of any Russell County pitcher. 0-1 swing and a miss, strike two.
Beautiful fastball there, it looked like, from Cox. Just pounding the zone.
Cox doing exactly what he needs to do so far. The 0-2, taken outside corner, ball one. That was a very dangerous take there from Davis. So the 1-2 upcoming here from Cox. Ball popped in foul territory near the Warrior dugout.
Look at the hustle from Cox, man.
They will not have a play, however. We will do it again. Cox comes sprinting off the mound there along with Cannon. Ball fell probably about 5 yards in front of them. So we will do it again. 1-2 upcoming here from Cox. The pitch from the right-hander. Swing and a miss, strike three. And for the second consecutive inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Connor Cox. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Off the top, bottom of the second, number 13, Van Richards.
Richards, the Warrior leadoff hitter, walked in his first plate appearance. Went on to go from first to third on that wild pitch. Scored the first run of the game for Russell County. Casey Knowles back out there throwing the mound for Headland. First pitch from Knowles. Low ball one. Richards a .294 hitter on the year. Tied for the team lead with 5 RBIs and leading the team with 2 home runs this season. Ball taken high ball, or excuse me, strike one.
He's sending it down.
1-1 from Knowles. Swing and a miss, strike two. Knowles in that first inning of action gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, 4 earned runs. But he is ahead of Richards here. 1-2 from the right-hander. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Richards retired on strikes.
Now batting number 13, or number 11, EJ Richards.
Punch out of the game from Knowles. Bring up EJ Richards now. 5-5 overall in the year. Winners in 4 of their last 5 games. Auburn, Eufaula, Heritage, and Tatnall. Each falling to the Warriors over that stretch. 1-0 from Knowles, taking strike 1. Russell County and Headland, we mentioned previously, 6A versus 5A matchup here today. The Warriors and the Rams. That ball popped down to the right center. Right fielder giving chase, and it will get down. Richards runs first, headed to second. And he will stop at second with a 1-out double. So E.J. Richards, a single on his first plate appearance and a double here as well. And now he is in scoring position for Connor Cox.
On the plate, number 4, Connor Cox.
Cox with a walk in his first plate appearance, later on to score a run. We mentioned a minute ago, Russell County and Headland. They have met fairly recently, played down at Headland on April the 13th, 2024, and what was a 14-9 win for the Rams. Fastball inside, ball 1. Cam Brewer on deck for Russell County. The 1-0. Taking low 2-0. Cox, the team leader, 5 doubles on the year. Warriors would like nothing less than for him to switch spots with Richards out there at second. The ball taking 3-0. Cox way ahead yet again. Knowles comes set, the 3-0 pitch. Taking down the middle, strike 1. Mentioned Cam Brewer on deck for the Warriors. 3-1 here to Cox. That ball crushed out the left. Left fielder will have room, however, and he does make the catch. Richards tags, heads to third. Throw will go into the bag, and Richards slides in safely.
Now batting number 54, Cam Brewer.
90 feet away from Cam Brewer. Kind of been the story of this game so far for Knowles and the Headland defense. Pitching out of the stretch. Good runners on base. First pitch to Brewer. In the dirt. Nice stop there by the pitcher. Foul. Ball 1. Brewer, an RBI single in his first plate appearance back in the bottom of the first. Also went on to score 1 of the Warriors' 4 runs. Pitch taken for a strike, 1-1. E.J. Richards, 90 feet away for the Russell County offense. That ball fouled into the net, 1-2. Be Carswell on deck for Russell County. If Brewer can reach. Headland also has to be careful here on a potential wild pitch from Knowles, as Richards could score from third. The 1-2. Ball chopped in front of the plate. Rowland out of his crouch fields throws and gets the third out of the inning. The Warriors threaten here in the bottom of the second, but cannot scratch a run across. We'll take a break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Side. Russell County 4, Headland 0.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Getting set for the top of the third inning. It'll be 7-8-9 due up for the Headland.
Busy night here at Russell County today, Matt. Softball going on next door. Lots of people are out.
Absolutely.
Taking part in both games.
Good crowd here tonight for both the baseball and the softball team. Perfect night here for action here in early spring. First pitch from Cox of the inning, taken for strike one by the Headland 7-hole hitter, right fielder William Mitchell. Russell County with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the third. That ball popped down the left field line. Richards coming in and off his glove and drops. There will be no advance, however, from Mitchell.
The rare E7 in the scorebook.
Yeah, it looked like Richards got to it with enough time, but just had that go up glove with one hand, had it bounce off of his glove. And as a result, Headland here with a leadoff base runner as Greer Collins steps to the plate for the Rams. First pitch from Cox, taking strike one.
Connor Cox is definitely dealing tonight. He's just had good stuff from the start of the game.
Absolutely. Fastball has some life to it. Nice movement on the off-speed pitches. 0-1 fouled away quickly, 0-2.
He stays really compact during his delivery, too, which does a good job of hiding the ball from the batter.
Be interesting to see here how Cox responds as well. Kind of the first time here tonight that Headland has threatened offensively. Mitchell leads at first. The 0-2 to Collins. Ball grounded out to Carswell. Nice stab. Throws to second. And the out. The Warriors do get the out at second. So the 9-hole hitter for Headland due up, Caleb Pruitt, the DH. As Collins and Mitchell will swap places over at first base for Headland. Now one out in the inning. Pruitt hitting tonight for the Headland starting pitcher, Casey Knowles. Wearing number 15 for the Rams. First pitch from Cox, swing and a miss on a high fastball, 0-1.
Pruitt of slight stature compared to the Russell County catcher and pitcher.
Oh, 1 from Cox. Pop down the right field line, and it will get out of play. So the right-hander quickly ahead, 0-2 once again.
I bring this up on every broadcast I do from Russell County, but, man, the facilities that Russell County Athletics has been blessed with, top of the line, I can't think of another school in the Chattahoochee Valley that has facilities as top tier.
0-2 here from Cox. Taken strike three in the second punch out of the game from the Warriors starting pitcher. It's a big second out in the inning. As the top of the Headland lineup, Evan Money comes up. Money a ground out in his first plate appearance of the game. Collins leads at first. First pitch from Cox. Try the off speed away, but Money did not offer ball one. Coming here from the right-hander. Nice pitch there on the inside, strike one. Cox definitely settling into a groove. Has shown so far this season that he can go deep into ball games for head coach Danny Dangerson and the Warriors. 1-1 off the glove of Cannon, but no advance over there first from Collins. Collins will be on the move with this pitch.
Another great name, man. If my last name was Money, I'd have a chain around my neck with a massive dollar sign on it, right?
Money, the Rams leadoff hitter, playing center field today. 3-2 from Cox. Taken down the middle, strike 3 call. The third punch out of the game for Cox, as well as the second of the inning. Headland gets a base runner for the first time in the top of the third, but they cannot strike a run across. Still Russell County 4-0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Your score, Russell County 4, Headland 0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So again, a big quick thank you to our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. As Knowles makes his final warm-up pitch here ahead of the bottom of the third. Due up for Russell County, 5, 6, 7 in the order. Carson Carswell, the first of those. Carswell an RBI single in his first plate appearance here tonight.
It's good to see that Casey Knowles is maybe settled in just a little bit. Maybe the coaches expected him to come out and get kind of shellacked in the first inning, but felt like he could come back from it. So good to see he's still out there. Coaches have not given up on him.
Yeah, Headland making, not sure how far of a drive here today, but maybe some pregame jitters, taking a minute to get loose coming off the bus from that long car ride, but Knowles definitely settling in. First pitch taken for a ball low, 1-0.
I had a feeling you would bring that up, so I did the research. 76 miles from Headland High School to 57 Warrior Way. Total of, according to Google, 1 hour and 14 minutes.
That ball fouled away 1-1. Sitting on a bus for an hour and 41 minutes, I would say, well, definitely, it might take you a little bit to get going after that, but Knowles definitely settling in here for the Rams. 1-1 to Carswell. Tried a breaking ball way high, 2-1.
These buses these days, though, AC, heat, I'm ancient, but my times on the bus were spent, window. You had to roll the window down if you wanted the opportunity to breathe. So.
Fouled away 2-2. On deck for Russell County will be Grant Johnson, the third baseman. As the 2-2 here from Knowles. Carswell chopped to third. Third baseman comes in, makes the play, throw over to first, and they got him. Nice play there from Jaden Williams.
Now batting number 12, Grant Johnson.
Grant Johnson will come up to the plate. Johnson, a sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance here tonight. Also coming into action with a .250 batting average on the year. First pitch from Knowles, fouled away by Johnson, 0-1.
It was a great cut there from Johnson. I think his eyes were biggest round is $50. He saw a pitch that he liked, and just a little late on the swing.
Yeah, it appeared he got a fastball kind of middle high. That one popped away again, 0-2. Knowles threw 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 4 earned runs allowed, each of which came back in the bottom of the first when Russell County sent all 9 batters to the plate. The 0-2 to Johnson. Pitch taken low, 1-2.
I was able to see Grant Johnson start the game against Heritage in Border Wars for Russell County, and he was dominant that day. Russell County got the win. Pitching to contact, not a lot of, blow the doors off you intensity, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do on the mound that day, and that was put the ball across the plate, let your defense catch it and make it out.
Yeah, Johnson, pretty much the Warriors' everyday third baseman here this season. Been very good on the mound as well. Finds himself down in a count here, 1-2. The pitch from Knowles. Johnson stays alive, however, grounded down the first base line. Victor Hernandez, the designated hitter, on deck for Russell County. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. So a big pitch upcoming here from Knowles. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2.
Knowles has not had a problem getting these Warriors to swing, and he's not had a problem getting strikes early in the count. He's had a problem sustaining that throughout the entire at-bat.
That one low again, bringing the count to full. Definitely sent some frustration there from Knowles. Pitch maybe not exactly quite where he wanted it. 3-2 here to Johnson. And that ball taken low, and a nice at bat there from Grant Johnson to draw the 1-out walk. So the 4th walk of the game for Casey Knowles. And that'll give Russell County a 1-out base runner for the designated hitter Victor Hernandez. Grounded out in his first plate appearance of the game.
Hernandez wears Jackie Robinson's number, 42.
Also among the team leaders with 4 RBIs on the year. Batting .263 entering play today. First pitch from Knowles, breaking ball inside, taking strike 1. I don't know about you, Ricky, but with a left-handed hitter up the bat, that breaking ball inside, very dangerous pitch to throw, especially with a player the power potential of Hernandez. That ball hit the other way.
Exactly why.
A 1-out single from Hernandez. The runner's now at first and second for Russell County, setting the stage for Carter Cannon.
He's got a cannon, number 30, Carter.
Cannon walked in his first plate appearance. Still 1 out in the inning. 4-0 lead for Russell County. Johnson out at second, Hernandez at first. First pitch from Knowles. That ball cracked the other way to right center, and it will get down. Johnson around third, heads for home. He will make it standing up. Hernandez in at third as well, and it's an RBI single from Carter Cannon.
Great piece of hitting there. Perfect placement where to put that ball. You got your lead runner across the plate, your tail guy all the way over to third base. He's now 90 feet away from the Warriors taking a 6-0 lead in this game.
Batting, number 16, Harley.
Jacob Davis coming in to pitch run for Cannon over at first base once again. And now stepping to the plate for Russell County, 9-hole hitter Harley Schaffner. Schaffner, 333 average on the year. Very dangerous hitter out of the 9-hole. Even with the top of the order due up for Russell County, you cannot overlook Schaffner if you are Knowles. First pitch, Schaffner squares the bunt. He does get it down in front of the plate. Rowland Fields throws the first and gets the out. No advance, however, from Hernandez. So it's a second out of the inning. As Van Richards will now step to the plate with runners at second and third. So the sacrifice bunt from Schaffner does work to move the runner to second. Now Richards here with a big run scoring opportunity. First pitch from Knowles, taken down the middle, strike one. Richards a big hole out there in left center if he can poke it the opposite way. 0-1 from Knowles. Chopped foul, 0-2.
If you're an opponent of Harris County, this is definitely not the part of the lineup you want up when there are ducks on the pond. They can make you pay on the scoreboard.
0-2 from Knowles. That ball lined to second, caught on a hop by the second baseman. Throw to first for the out, and nice play there from Colton Davis. So the Warriors threaten here in the bottom of the third. They get one run across, take a 5-0 lead here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back here to Russell County, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Your score, Russell County 5, Headland 0, as the heart of the Rams order steps to the plate here in the top of the fourth. Starting with the two-hole hitter, number 7, Nicholas Boatwright. First pitch from Cox fouled into the net, 0-1. Boatwright a flyout in his first plate appearance. Cox through 2 innings, no hits, no walks, no runs, 3 strikeouts. The 0-1 taken down the middle, strike 2. Warrior right-hander quickly ahead in the count. Shelley on deck for the Rams. 0-2 from Cox. Taken down the middle, called strike 3. So the third consecutive batter against Cox retired via a strikeout, as well as the 4th of the game for the Warrior right-hander. Wyatt Shelley, the 3-hole hitter, steps in. Shelley 0 for 1 with a flyout here today. Grounded out to short, and it will be off the glove of Richards and into left field. Shelley will round first, but no advance. So the first hit of the game for the Headland offense.
Yeah, I guess we'll score that ahead. I was going to put it down as a E6, but that would have taken extra tremendous effort.
It's a nice diving stop there from Richards to get a glove on it, but again, that ball hit really hard there by Shelley. Now the cleanup man, Jaden Williams.
Oh.
Cox with a breaking ball inside, just a bit out of the zone, 1-0. Williams a fly out in his first plate appearance here tonight. The 1-0 from Cox, that ball fouled into the net, 1-1. Headland, as we mentioned previously, riding a 2-game losing streak tonight here into Russell County. Losses to Opelika and Elmore County. The 1-1 from Cox. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know, Matt, if you're ever at a bar and you're playing trivia and they ask you who the all-time wins leader is for Russell County High School baseball, who would you guess it was?
That's a good question.
It's head coach Danny Danielson. Holds the all-time
one of my
wins
options.
record with 14 wins that he notched in 2007. He's actually tied for 5th place statewide for all-time wins.
Ball taken outside, 2-2. Russell County, a really rich history here of baseball. A lot of great players have come through this program over the years. Now head coach Danny Danielson was certainly one of them. 2-2 from Cox. Tried the breaking ball down and away, 3-2.
Coach Danielson turned down a full ride scholarship to Alabama and opted to test the draft. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers in the 7th round of the 2007 draft, 236th overall.
So that'll be the first walk of the game from Cox. His catcher Cannon will go out, give him a quick word or two. Headland runners at first and second now with one out. Kind of the first time here tonight that the Rams offense has kind of made Cox sweat out there a little bit. Ryan Rowland, the 5-hole hitter, grounded out in his first plate appearance of the game. The 0-0 from Cox, taken outside, ball 1. Shelley down at second, Williams at first. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. You know, Ricky, we were talking about during the break, Cox doing a really good job of locating these pitches. Has shown a good breaking ball tonight, and you were mentioning something about his ability to kind of hide it during his pitching motion, you would say.
He does. He stays very compact, arms in line with his shoulders all the way through until he gets ready to deliver the pitch. It's a nice play there by second baseman. It's a 4-6 put out there at second.
A big second out of the inning there from Cox.
But there is a runner 90 feet away from putting Headland a crooked number up in this top half of the 4th inning.
Colton Davis stepping to the plate now for Headland. Rams also had a courtesy runner over there at first. I believe it was number 8, Tucker Doswell. Excuse me. So Cox will make both runners dive back in safely. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Russell County leading 5-0.
Cox started this inning with a getting boat right. Caught him looking. And then he ran into a little bit of trouble, but one thing has stayed consistent. He's throwing the ball very well still.
Swing and a miss there. Strike one to Davis. These Headland hitters have not had a lot of success here tonight against Cox's high fastball. Warrior right-hander getting a lot of swing and miss here early on. Shelley at third. Doswell at first. The 0-1. That ball popped in the air and it will get out of play. Cox quickly ahead 0-2. So, Ricky, if you're Cox here, what kind of pitch are you trying? Are you trying to make him chase something down and away or try to blow it by him? What you doing?
His breaking ball is really good. And like I said, he's able to hide it well if he can get the dead to rights placement on it.
Cannon sets up down and away. Cox's pitch
fastball
is outside fastball, but is taking ball one. Cox still way ahead in the count. Davis struck out in his first plate appearance of the game. 1-2 from the right-hander. Breaking ball inside, did not break enough, 2-2. William Mitchell on deck for Headland. Two from Cox. Tried a fastball again down and away, but did not offer, and the count is full. So Doswell down at first can get a head start. Shelley at third will likely stay put. But a big pitch here upcoming from Connor Cox. Pickoff attempt at first, but Doswell dives back in safely. 3-2 here from the right-hander. Fouled away, and we will do it again.
Good pitch choice there. Just trying to lead him off. Trying to hit that outside edge of the plate and got the batter to chase, which is definitely ideal there.
Cox looking for his 5th strikeout of the game already. Has a season high of 9 in that season opening win over Calvary right here in Seale.
Russell County won that game by a walk-off wild pitch in extra innings.
3-2 from Cox. That ball cracked down the left field line, and it is just foul. So Russell County catching a break here in the top of the 4th.
I think if you're Connor Cox now, you definitely don't go back to that pitch. Colton Davis was waiting on that one. He turned on it with some authority. Luckily for Cox, about 3 inches in the from the line to where the ball landed, and you get to go back at him.
So we'll do it again. The payoff pitch here from Cox. Breaking
Beautiful
ball,
pitch.
gets it. Some emotion off the mound from Cox. Strikeout number 5, and Headland threatens, but the Warriors get out of the jam. Russell County 5, Headland nothing. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, For long-distance love. For the far-sighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Matt Melton, your play-by-play guy here, joined by color commentator and producer Ricky Rogers. Russell County with a 5-0 lead here, headed to the bottom of the fourth. Part of the order due up for the Warriors, 2-3-4. Getting things started, E.J. Richards, the shortstop. Richards 2 for 2 on the night with a single and a double. Has also driven in a run and scored a run.
Obviously, with Russell County, you've got, a 5 spot on the scoreboard. You've had some success today. Curious to know what the approach Coach Danielson is pushing on these young men to when they get in the batter's box, whether he's telling them to be patient or whether he's telling them to, hey, let's put some stats up.
That first pitch inside, called ball 1. Casey Knowles still out there on the mound for Headland. Through 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, and 5 earned runs for the Rams right-hander. That 1-0 taken inside, ball 2.
Knowles is not in the lineup, but we could have had an opportunity to see Casey at bat.
Yeah. Caleb Pruitt, the 9-hole hitter for Headland, DHing for him tonight. The 2-0. That ball taken for strike 1. Richards in the driver's seat here. Already 2 for 2 on the night. The 2-1. That one low, and Knowles slips on the mound. Ball 3. Knowles struggled a bit tonight with walks. Already with 4. He's 1 pitch away from another free pass here to Richards. The 3-1. Richards takes that ball high, and it will be a leadoff walk for the Warrior 2-hole hitter.
Connor Cox coming to the plate with an opportunity to really help himself here and cushion that lead a little bit. Russell County's been kind of quiet after that first inning, scoring 4 runs in the first inning. They did get the run in the third, but bats have kind of started to fall asleep a little bit.
Cox did get some strong contact with that loud fly out to left field during his most recent plate appearance. See if he can get things squared up this time around. Knowles steps off and throws back to first, but Richards dives in safely. Cox a walk and a fly out in his 2 plate appearances so far.
When you go 1 through 9 in the first inning, looking now at the score sheet now, just about everybody's had 3 at-bats now. Here, we're just in the 4th inning.
Yeah, definitely a kind of a result of that bottom of the first for Russell County when they sent all 9 up to bat. As Cox pops that one into left field once again, kind of in no man's land, but a diving catch is made by the left fielder.
Great catch.
Greer Collins there on the grab. And a highlight reel out 1 for the Headland Rams. So Cam Brewer now stepping to the plate for Russell County. Brewer with an RBI single and a ground out here tonight. Richards over at first. He is a threat to steal bags, 2 already on the year. Does not have the biggest lead, however. First pitch from Knowles. Brewer grounds to first. A ball gloved. Throw to second. It will get away from the shortstop and into left field. So Brewer will reach on the throwing error by the first baseman.
And those are mistakes that keep coaches awake at night. You fielded the ball well. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. You looked your runner going to second. You go to make a play, and you just can't put the throw on to get the runner. And so you go from potentially clearing the bases to actually and going back to the dugout to now having 2 on.
And now if you're Knowles, you've got to be careful. A very dangerous hitter here in Carswell. First pitch from the right-hander is taken low for a ball. Carswell tied for the team lead coming into tonight with 5 RBIs on the year. Also a .320 batting average. Another run-scoring opportunity here for the Warrior first baseman. 1-0 from Knowles. Taken outside 2-0. Knowles also has to be careful on any potential wild pitches. Has already been bitten once by that in this game. (2-0) inside, taken 3-0. Ricky, a hitter the caliber of Carswell at the plate here, 3-0 count. Are you giving him the green light?
I would, because that's just how I am. But I don't think an actual baseball coach would do that. I mean, unless you need to see a young man that you've seen hit in practice that hasn't had success in a game up until that point, I think if that's the case, I'd give him the green light all day.
3-0 here from Knowles. Does take strike 1 down the middle.
And that's why I would give him the green light. There are studies out there that show percentages of what actually comes in, and it's a strike in a 3-0 count hits pretty regularly.
3-1. Carswell does take this one once again, and it is a walk. And that will load the bases for the Warriors. So the 6th walk of the game for Knowles, and Headland head coach Wes Whitfield will come out of the dugout. We will have a meeting at the mound.
Looks like he's bringing the right fielder in to pitch. The right fielder was kind of standing around out there like, oh, not me. I don't want to, coach.
So it appears we will have a pitching change. And we are going to take a break with them. We'll be back here in a minute on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Your score, Russell County 5, Headland 0.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Just keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Your score, Russell County 5, Headland 0. So we will tell you about the new pitcher for the Headland Rams. It'll be number 25, left-hander William Mitchell. As Mitchell and Knowles essentially swap defensive positions. Knowles, the starting pitcher, now out in right field. Mitchell coming in on the mound, and Headland will go lefty-lefty matchup with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th.
You know, I don't see Mitchell even recorded in Headland's pitching stats.
First pitch, breaking ball, high, ball 1.
I think that's another one that didn't quite break.
Corner infielders are in for the Rams. Middle infielders are back. The 1-0 taken down in low 2-0. Johnson way ahead in the count for Russell County. Johnson a sacrifice bunt and a walk in his 2 plate appearances so far tonight. Ball taken outside corner, strike 1. Mitchell, it seems the velocity a tick below what Knowles as a starting pitcher had. 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Which that can actually cause problems for a team. You've gone up to the plate 3 times and you've seen a guy, you kind of are timing him up. You bring in a replacement, a relief pitcher that is either faster or slower.
Johnson fouls away the 2-2, and we will do it again. Richards at third, Brewer down at second, and Carswell at first for the Warriors. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. The delivery from Mitchell. Nice stop there by the catcher, Rowland. The count is full, however, nowhere to put Johnson. Victor Hernandez on deck for the Warriors. The 3-2 from Mitchell. Johnson with the grounder out to second. Second baseman does get a glove on it. Throw to first. Brings the first baseman off the bag, and it will score a run for the Warriors.
Good piece of defense by the Rams second baseman there. He thought he was going to actually field it. He kind of knocked it down. Just couldn't get that throw over to the first baseman, who had to come off the bag to make sure it didn't get past him.
So still lefty-lefty matchup here as Victor Hernandez steps to the plate for Russell County. Bases loaded full of Warriors. Still only 1 out in the inning. First pitch from Mitchell. Fastball outside, 1-0. That run charged to starter Casey Knowles. We will have his final line when it is available. Ball taken outside corner, 1-1. One here from the southpaw. Swing and a miss on an off speed, 1-2. Nice breaking ball there from Mitchell. Third baseman playing a bit in. All the other infielders are playing deep. That ball grounded out to second. Second baseman flips to short, but they cannot corral it for the turn. They do get the out at second, though, but a run scores. So it is now 7-0 Russell County.
7 in the box, number 30, Carter Cannon.
Carter Cannon stepping to the plate now for the Warriors. 7-0 Russell County leads here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 2 outs in the inning. So we will have some infield signs for the Rams. Runners at the corners for Russell County. Cannon a walk and an RBI single in his 2 plate appearances here tonight. Mitchell, with some miscommunication, causes catcher Rowland out to the mound, talk things over. Big quick thank you to our presenting sponsors here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. 7-0 lead here for Russell County in the bottom of the 4th. Mitchell comes set for the first pitch to Cannon. Taken for a strike. Carswell at third. Hernandez out at first for the Warriors. 0-1 to Cannon. Hernandez takes off with the pitch, and there will be no throw. So Hernandez with a stolen base. That's second on the year. But now it is 0-2 to Cannon. 2 runners now in scoring position for Russell County, though. The 0-2. Nice stop there from Rowland behind the plate. So a 1-2 pitch upcoming here to Cannon. Swing and a miss. Did he tip it? It is caught, however, by the catcher for out number 3, but the Warriors tack 2 more runs onto their total. Russell County now leading 7-0 here, headed to the top of the 5th on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Your score, Warriors 7, Headland 0, as we get set for the top of the 5th inning. Due up for Headland will be 7-8-9 in the order against Warrior starter Connor Cox. William Mitchell steps to the plate. Williams reaching base on an infield error last time out. First pitch from Cox delivered inside, ball 1.
Connor Cox showing clearly why he's at the top. If not the ace, he's at the very top of the rotation here for Russell County. He's just had a phenomenal night, giving up 1 hit, only 1 walk, 5 Ks on the night so far. And his pitches still look like they've got enough sauce on them to get outs.
Ball taken, strike 1. Cox definitely, as you mentioned, one of the top arms on this Warrior staff. Ryder Kiesel, another one, who is among the Warriors' best so far this season. 2-1. That ball high, 3-1. Russell County and Headland also set to meet once again this season on March the 21st. That one will be down in Headland for the rematch. That ball fouled away. Trip down to Headland will certainly be another tough test for the Warriors, possibly a tune-up game before they begin area play. Park Crossing on the schedule right after that, followed by Pike Road not far behind that.
Russell County, all sports teams have had their fill of Park Crossing this season. Shout out to Coach Ricky Jones, girls basketball coach here at Russell County, on a fantastic season.
Absolutely.
History-making season for them. They could not get over Park Crossing. And you hated to see it.
3-2 here from Cox. That ball lined into center, and it will drop for a leadoff single.
They're in no man's land.
So William Mitchell for the second time tonight, reaching base on a single. Only the second hit allowed from Cox. And that will bring up the Headland 8-hole hitter Greer Collins.
Just glancing at my score sheet, William Mitchell's first time reaching was that ball that was dropped by Richards in left field. So I scored that the E7, the very rare E7.
That pitch taken, strike one. Collins a ground out in his first plate appearance here tonight. Mitchell leads at first. The 0-1 from the right-hander. That ball fouled away quickly, 0-2. These Headland hitters have done a good job here in these recent innings of kind of forcing Cox to pitch out of the stretch with runners on base early in the inning. To start this game, Cox with 2 1-2-3 innings in the top of the first and the top of the second. But the Rams doing a good job here recently. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Strikeout number 6 on the night for Cox. Headland 9-hole hitter Caleb Pruitt will now step to the plate with 1 out. Johnson, the third baseman, playing in a little bit on the grass, maybe anticipating a potential bunt. First pitch from Cox, fastball taken down the middle, strike one. Pruitt struck out in his lone plate appearance so far here tonight. The 9-hole hitter DHing for the Rams as Mitchell slides back in safely on the pickoff attempt. The 0-1 here from Cox. And time is called at the plate. Mitchell reaching base on that single just a minute ago to left center. Cox with the 0-1 delivery. Ball outside 1-1.
That's a few times we've seen Cox try to hit that same spot. And if it's not coming in as a strike, it's not far off. I like his thinking there. It's kind of running outside away from the hitter.
Ball fouled away at the plate. Looked like a potential hit and run situation there from the Rams. Mitchell was on the move down to second. And now Pruitt finds himself behind in the count 1-2.
You know, if I had to run from first base to second base, they'd just have to get a pinch runner. Because if I have to walk back to first base, there's no way I'm going to be able to make it back to second.
1-2 delivery from Cox. Ball chopped out to short. Richards fields, throws across the diamond to first, and they got him for the out. So the out does move Mitchell into scoring position for Headland, but it's a costly second out of the inning. As the Rams will send the top of the order to the plate, Evan Money. Ground out and struck out in his 2 plate appearances so far here tonight.
William Mitchell had just enough of a jump. By the time he swung, he was already in stride, so there was no play to make there at second.
Cox comes set for the first pitch to Money. Fastball outside 1-0. Still 7-0 Russell County here. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Warriors striking for 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Nice breaking ball there, taken strike one. Tell you, Ricky, Cox has been impressive on the mound tonight, but that breaking ball is starting right at the hitter and breaking across the middle of the plate. That's probably been his most impressive pitch so far.
Absolutely. He sets up the breaking ball well off of the fastball and changeup. So that's the kind of pitch that starts off in the hitter's back pocket and then suddenly is waist high right at their eyeballs.
Right-hander way ahead in the count, 1-2. The delivery from Cox. Borderline pitch called ball 2.
That was a good-looking pitch. I think that's an ABS challenge if it ever makes it to high school.
It's a very dangerous take there from Money. Count now 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Cox. Fouled away, and we will do it again. The Rams, not a lot of production out of the top of their lineup here tonight. Only 2 hits overall. Both Money and the 2-hole hitter Nicholas Boatwright have struck out. 2-2 here from Cox. Tries the pitch on the outside corner. However, called a ball 3-2.
This is where Connor Cox has got to be careful. You don't want to turn this lineup too much further than Evan Money, especially with the base runner on right now.
3-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball up and in. Strikeout number 7 on the night from Cox. And once again, the right-hander for the Warriors getting out of the jam. Your score, Russell County 7, Headland 0. We'll take a break on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Your score, Warriors 7, Headland 0, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up for Russell County here will be 9-1-2 in the order. Harley Schaffner set to lead it off for the Warriors.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 16, Harley Schaffner.
So we mentioned earlier, Russell County coming into tonight's game 5-5 overall on the year. Winners of 4 of their last 5 games over Auburn, Eufaula, Heritage, and Tatnall, with the lone loss during that span to Stratford out of Georgia in the Border Wars tournament last weekend. Mitchell's first pitch to Schaffner is grounded out to short. That ball gloved, field thrown across the diamond, but it is off the glove of the first baseman, and Schaffner will reach.
Schaffner showing off some speed there, making that 90-foot trek down to first base. And a lot of coaches these days are putting better bats that have speed at the bottom of their lineup to turn it over once, to get on base and be able to steal when the top part of your lineup comes up. And I think that's exactly what Coach Danielson has done.
And as we mentioned before, Schaffner out of the 9-hole this season has been very good getting on base for the Warriors. Setting up situations like this with Van Richards, the leadoff man at the box. That ball grounded into right field for a hit. Schaffner around second, heads for third. And the throw will be way late after a bobble from the right fielder.
Did you see Knowles' arm from right field? That was pretty. I mean, it was dead right to the third baseman's chest.
Pretty impressive throw there out in right field.
Number 11, EJ.
Got to think maybe if that ball was fielded cleanly by Knowles on coming up with the throw, maybe there would have been a potential play at third base. But
right, because I don't think Schaffner was even thinking about a throw being made from right field to get him.
So runners at the corners, nobody out here for E.J. Richards. That ball popped on the first pitch out to second. Colton Davis is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 1.
Connor Cox going to get an opportunity to help himself out here again.
So Connor Cox.
Runners on the corners.
And Ricky, remember the 10-run rule is kind of creeping around the corner. This would be the game-winning run at the plate, I believe. Runner takes off at first. Throw will go to the shortstop, and sliding in safely down there at second is Richards. Schaffner was not fooled at third base. So the 1-0 here from Mitchell. Cox, ball driven out to left center. It will be caught, however. Both runners tag. Throw will go into third base. Richards slides in safely. Schaffner scores. It is 8-0 Russell County.
Cox absolutely helped himself out. That's his third ball hit to left field tonight in the air.
Now batting number 54.
Talk to Coach Danielson and see if we can get him hitting Oppo.
So Cam Brewer now at the plate. First pitch from Mitchell, lefty-lefty matchup. Brewer cracks that out to second. Nice field glove by Davis, throw to first. And they got him for the out, but the Russell County Warriors do add one more onto their total here in the bottom of the 5th, take an 8-0 lead. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
And welcome back here to Russell County as we get set for the top of the 6th inning. Your score, Warriors 8, Headland 0. My name is Matt Melton, your play-by-play guy here tonight, joined by producer and color commentator Ricky Rogers. It's been all Russell County here tonight at Seale. As the heart of the Headland order due up 2-3-4. Rams have not been able to scratch much across tonight here against Warrior starter Connor Cox.
One thing I've noticed about Cox is he's gotten through each inning. He seems to be getting a little more emotional with each inning, more intense. Showing some hype when he's coming off the mound after getting a big strikeout or a big out. Love to see it.
Cox's first pitch here is hammered out to left center. However, the catch will be made by DJ Williams for out number 1. So Boatwright retired on the flyout. Wyatt Shelley stepping to the plate now. Shelley with one of the 2 Rams hits tonight against Cox, a single in his last plate appearance. First pitch from the right-hander hits him on the leg.
First bean of the night for Connor Cox.
Yeah. Now batting number 6, Jaden Williams.
So a one-out base runner now for Headland as Jaden Williams comes up to the plate. This is kind of the recipe that Headland threatened with a few innings ago. Shelley reaching base. Then back in that inning, Williams followed with a walk. We'll see what happens this time around. First pitch from Cox. Fastball in the outside corner, ball 1.
As I mentioned, Cox showing more intensity as he made it through different levels of the game. You also got to watch that late in the game. He obviously wants to be dominant. Missed calls from the umpire or missed locations on pitches can affect him the other way as well. So
that pitch taken on the outside corner, strike 1. Shelley leads at first. Williams at the plate for Headland. 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball tonight, high and away, has been working for the Warriors right-hander. Also been working is at off speed. We'll see if we see it here. 1-2. Cox delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, a second out of the inning, as well as strikeout number 8 for Connor Cox.
Huge shout out also to our friends at Gordy Eye Care. Coming on board, helping us with the Border Wars sponsorship. And I think they should be an Umpire of the Night award named for Gordy Eye Care.
I agree 100%.
I do want to make a statement that is not in reference to the two umpires that we're dealing with tonight. They've been great.
First pitch from Cox taking strike 1 to Ryan Rowland. Pair of ground outs tonight for the Headland catcher. Oh, 1 upcoming here from the right-hander. Fastball away, ball 1. We mentioned at the start of tonight's broadcast tonight, Cox with a season-high 9 strikeouts in that season opening win over Calvary Christian right here on this very field. Cox already with 8 tonight. His next one would tie that total. 1-1. Fouled away, and it's 1-2. It's been an all-around impressive night on the mound for the Warriors starter. Came into tonight with a 3.39 ERA on the year. That has certainly dropped since. Cox in the driver's seat. Time called at the plate, though. Cox gets the sign from a catcher cannon. 1-2 delivery upcoming. That ball grounded out to second. Just gets through, however, into center field for a 2-out single for Rowland. We will have a pitch runner out there at first base. I believe, once again, that is Tucker Doswell. Colton Davis will step up to the plate for Headland. Davis already with 2 strikeouts here tonight. It's a big at-bat here for both Headland and Russell County. Cox trying to get out of the inning. Headland trying to get some runs on the board. That ball 1 hop out at short by Richards, flips to the second baseman Schaffner. And once again, Connor Cox and the Warrior defense getting out of the jam. Your score, Russell County 8, Headland 0. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
And welcome back here to Russell County. Getting set for the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll score Warriors 8, Headland 0. Going to go to the conclusion of tonight's contest. Our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game will be presented. Also want to say a big thank you once again to our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevy, GMC, Coca-Cola, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital Houston Clinic. Headland pitcher William Mitchell finishes up his warm-up tosses to start the inning. We'll get things going here at the bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 44, Christian Lalaber.
We will have a new batter at the plate. For Russell County, number 44, Christian Lalaber.
Yes.
First pitch from Mitchell, swing and a miss, strike 1. One pop foul, 0-2. Mitchell way ahead in the count, the 0-2. The ball cracked out to the right, and it will be caught on a line, however, by Casey Knowles. 4 out, number 1.
Now batting, number 18, Zane Wynn.
So another pitch hitter up in here for the Warriors, number 18, Zane Wynn.
And Matt, while this batter steps in the box, we mentioned earlier Warrior Fries, a specialty here at Russell County, and I took a picture of them.
They have made their way to the press box up here at Russell County.
And if my screen will cooperate, we can show everybody what the Warrior Fries are. Here we go. That is chicken fingers, buffalo chicken fingers over French fries with ranch dressing on them. And they typically come with nacho cheese, but they are out of nacho cheese today. So feast your eyes on that. Come catch a game at Russell County, baseball or softball. Stop by the concession stand and get yourself some Warrior Fries.
A 1-1 inside ball 2 win. Yeah, it kind of felt likely at the start of the game here tonight, Ricky, that Warrior Fries would make an appearance up here in the press box, and it appears they have done so in the bottom of the 6th.
It was a no-doubter. Anytime I do a game here at Russell County, I've got to have them.
When that ball popped up in the infield, first baseman does make the catch for out number 2. Wyatt Shelley there. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th for the Warriors. That will bring up the 7-hole hitter, Victor Hernandez.
Number 42, Victor.
Head coach Danny Danielson getting some depth guys into the game to get some game experience, some at-bats. Always a perk of your team coming out and putting up a 8 spot on the scoreboard.
First pitch from Mitchell. That ball cracked foul down the left.
Hernandez, a pair of groundouts and a single here tonight, has also driven in a run and stolen a base. So a little bit of everything for the Russell County DH. 0-1 from Mitchell. The ball grounded out to short. Gloved and thrown across the diamond by Boatwright. It is 1-2-3 for the Warriors in the bottom of the sixth. We'll take a break on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Russell County 8, Headland 0.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And welcome back here to Russell County as we get set for the top of the seventh inning. Warriors 3 outs away from victory, up 8-0 as we have a pitching change for Russell County.
Now stepping on the mound for the Warriors will be the left-hander number 13, Van Richards. I believe this is the first appearance on the mound this season for Richards.
So that gives us an opportunity to shout Connor Cox out. 6 innings pitched today, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, and had 8 strikeouts on the day. So great start and game really for him from Connor Cox. Russell County, he steps on the mound and delivers another great performance. So,
and Cox finishing 1 strikeout shy of tying his season high. Warriors also with some defensive changes. We will try to get them to you. E.J. Richards will move from shortstop over to second base. Connor Cox will step off the mound and go play short.
You know, this is one of the stat lines that Game Changer keeps more so than a scorebook, but pitches and strikes. Connor Cox threw 86 pitches today. 58 of them were strikes. Just fantastic numbers.
I believe it. The Warriors starter doing an excellent job of kind of commanding the zone all night, keeping the Headland batters on their toes.
And he's a junior. He's still got 1 more season for the Warriors.
So Van Richards with his first pitch for a ball, 1-0.
Richards. 1-0 from the left-hander, chopped toward first by Mitchell. Carswell fields, he will step off the backboard on number 1. Yes, sir. So Collins now up to bat for Headland with 1 out. Rams down to their final 2 outs. First pitch from Richards, swing and a miss, strike 1. Hey, bro. Yeah. Is Canada? 1 for Richards. A ball low, 1-1. Warriors get into a very road-heavy portion of their schedule. You'll Opelika, you follow up long Headland and Park Crossing all coming up on the road. The ball rotating to center for a one-out single. Rounding first, headed to second, gets Collins. Throw to the bag is late. It is a one-out double for Greer Collins.
Yeah.
So that will bring up the 9-hole hitter for the Rams, Caleb Pruitt. Headland designated hitter, strikeout and a ground out in his 2 plate appearances here tonight. Richards now out of the stretch. First pitch from the left-hander upcoming. That ball hit out into center, however, it will not get there. As E.J. Richards flags that down for out number 2. Just like that, Warriors an out away from a win.
Back to the top of the order with number 10, Evan Money.
Leadoff hitter Evan Money due up for the Rams. Just a reminder, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game will be presented. First pitch from Richards. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Here from Richards. The ball in the dirt. Runner trying to go to third. Cannon with a throw down, just a bit off target, however. And Collins will take third base.
Hey, brother.
So Headland with a runner 90 feet away.
LBW.
Leadoff hitter Evan Money.
Okay, then we do Wallace. It's not bad.
Cannon will go out to the mound and talk with his pitcher, Ben Richards.
Okay. Yeah.
Should this result
Well,
hold, it will be Russell
I just
County's
want to get him
fifth
exposed
win
to make
in
sure
their last 6
he knows
games.
he has more than one option.
Warriors slow start to the year, but have been red hot as of late.
So, perfect.
1-1 swing and a miss. That ball gets away from Cannon, but
That's
no
what I was worried
advance
about.
by Collins. Headland down to their final strike.
That's what those. So. Alright, brother.
Should money reach Nicholas Boatwright would be on deck for Headland. Richards comes set, the 1-2 upcoming. Fastball high and away, ball 2. So Richards comes set again. 2-2. Nice stop there by Cannon. 3-2 upcoming. As mentioned before, Boatwright on deck for the Rams. Should money reach base. The 3-2 from Richards. That ball popped into foul territory. Will stay in play for Carswell. However, he does stumble. And we will do it again. Carswell might have tripped over the leg of the first base coach for Headland. Nevertheless, a 3-2 count here upcoming. Payoff pitch from Richards. Left-hander comes set, the delivery. That ball cracked into left field, and it will be a run for the Headland Rams. Collins scores. And it's an RBI single from Evan Money.
I'm adding number 7, Nicholas Boatwright.
Nicholas Boatwright, the 2-hole hitter, now up for Headland. Fly out, a pair of flyouts and a strikeout tonight for number 7 in gray. set in the stretch. First pitch to Boatwright. Outside corner taken, strike one. Money leads out at first. Richards pickoff attempt, but Money is back safely. Left-hander comes set, the 0-1 upcoming from Richards. Into the dirt, nice block by Cannon, no advance by Money. Cannon been very impressive defensively behind the plate tonight for Russell County. Probably his third or fourth block on a potential pass ball. 1-1 from Richards. Swing and a miss, strike two. Once again, Headland down to their final striker. Wyatt Shelley on deck for the Rams. Should Boatwright reach. Money leads at first. The 1-2 from Richards. That ball gets past Cannon, however, and Money will head down to second. Round second has the third. Cannon Fields throws down to third. And they got him. And that will do it for your ball game. Your final score, Russell County 8, Headland 1. And folks, now to present our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game tonight.
Russell County Warriors winning.
To Russell County starting pitcher Connor Cox. Cox finishing the game tonight, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts on the game on the mound. Also out of the 3-hole offensively, scored a run, drew a walk, and had an RBI sac fly. So congratulations to Russell County's Connor Cox, your Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game here tonight. Ricky, Russell County, another win on the season, now 6-5 on the year. Just some of your overall thoughts from the Warriors' performance here tonight.
You know, Coach Danny Danielson and I had spoke prior to the game last week, and he said that after the Smith Station loss, the game that you and I actually were on together, that he had a meeting with his team, and he said, you guys have to establish an identity. You've got to figure out who you are. And I think they figured it out. They're winners. They are, you know, since then they've dropped one game. They went 2-1 in that Border Wars tournament. And hopefully they've turned that corner as a team and will just keep stacking W's on top of W's. So super proud of my guy Danny Danielson and his Russell County Warriors team. And proud of you also, Matt. Great play-by-play today.
Absolutely. It's great to be here. Great job to you as well. Russell County winners of now 5 of their last 6. As you mentioned, the Warriors are getting red hot, both on the mound and at the plate.
Also a stretch of road upcoming for Russell County. As mentioned, Beulah, Opelika, Eufaula, Long, and a rematch with Melton upcoming on the schedule as well. We'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight at Russell County for this win for the Warriors over Headland. Just once again, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevy GMC, Coca-Cola, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Houston Clinic. For Matt Melton, producer and color commentator Ricky Rogers, we'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.